Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.
I was trying to sit down before I could, but I didn't. Hey, everyone. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? And I'm a little hot because I was running around. How are you doing today, guys? Come on in. Come on in. There is much to discuss. We got things to discuss. Let's just take care of these nails that I seem to have to put on daily, but I'm okay because I'm trying to grow them. So let's just do what we gotta do. Okay. Let's just do this side. Oh my God. How is everyone doing today? You know, last night I was sleeping and I woke up around 4 a.m., which didn't surprise me because I went to bed a little early. And sometimes when you go to bed a little early, you do wake up. So I put a show on. I don't know what I put on. But I tend not to leave my YouTube running because it morphs into another segment. And so when I'm sleeping and I wake up again, I usually have no idea what the hell is on my TV. And I stopped doing it when there was this sinister, quiet music. It only shows the globe and you cannot hear sound. And then one day I was in group and I said to the group, "What is this?" So somebody else said, "Put on your earphones." So when I put on my earphones, I didn't like the music. And the hertz was something like 9 hertz. It was something weird like that. Wonder if I should find it. When I look up hertz that was under 100, it was scary because it will make your brain bleed. Let me see if I can find it. But I instructed all of my group mates to not listen to this hertz because it was dangerous. I don't know if everybody listened to me because everybody likes to be a know-it-all in this world. Everybody likes to be a know-it-all child. What is it? Hertz 9. I forgot what it's called. Something with the H. Hellman's or Hyman's Hertz. Hertz frequency. Let me see if I can find it. Anything under 100 is unacceptably, and it's dangerous. I can't find it now. And it has like this this earth on it, on the picture. And that's all it shows is the earth. But I don't know if it was 9. Might have been. It was very low, that much I can tell you. Let me see, 3 hertz. Globe. That's what it had. It had like the globe on it. No. So 3 hertz is for a deep sleep, but you'll never wake up. I don't know if anybody, it's binaural beats. I don't know if anybody has invested in hertz. I would advise you not to listen to anything under 100. I would advise you to listen to 400. And each time you go up, there's meaning behind it. Anything under 100 will kill you. It'll make your brain bleed. Um, but I would also ask you to be careful because Schumann, this is it. Schumann. It's Schumann. Let me look it up. They might have changed it a little bit, but it's Schumann. This is it, but they changed. Schumann, that's what this is. Earth's ohm. Ah. So this is the one. This is the one. I want to show you the one. I don't want to play it though. No, this isn't the one. The last, when it was first put out, it was put out at 3 people watching. And then the last I checked, it was at 2.2 million. And now that I'm looking at it, although they did change the picture, now that I'm looking at it, it has changed to 2.7 million. I don't think this is the right one, but I understand the 2.7 million. I think the last time I saw it, it was up to 12 million. It's called Schulman's Renaissance. Resonance, Schulman's Resonance. And it has a 7 hertz, but it actually has 7.83 hertz. And there's a method with the frequencies that the numbers have to add up to 3, 6, or 9. That was weird. The one that I'm finding seems to have the right amount of millions added to it. So I'm hoping they only changed the picture because it was up to the millions the last time I checked. All right. Let me just show you guys what not to do. Because in this day and age, young kids are dying left and right. And I'm wondering if the metaphysical people are dying left and right, not recognizing that some of the things that they're doing to improve themselves, it could be actually killing them. So this 7 hertz. Who is this? Message. How may I help you? So I'm going to go back to find the one that was at, I said 2.7 million, but it wasn't that low, but it's okay. I'm sure the one I'm talking about was up to 12 million. I remember that. But I'm going to show you so you could understand what is she talking about. This is at 1.4 million. This is at 2.7 million. And it was something like a 3-hour video at the time. So this is what I'm talking about. And it's called Schulman's Renaissance. Now, I'm only showing it to you to help you to understand that it's something you should not be listening to. Do not listen to this one. Anything under 100 is absolutely a death sentence. And then they have ones that literally say, hey, 3 hertz HC will help put you in a deep sleep. Oh, it'll put you in a deep sleep because you ain't waking up. Hold on, let me send a text. Somebody wants a reading. I have been so busy lately, and I am so happy to help you all. Let me add her. Create. Boom. No, sweetie. I can't multitask like I used to. Somebody knew, and she like called me, and so I never answer phone calls. And I go, "How may I help you?" Through text message. You could tell she's young, and because psychically. By the way, for the most part, I can tell by your name how young you are. Seriously, if you ain't a Bertha, you are not in my age bracket. If you're not an Etna, you are not in my age bracket. I know age brackets by the name of names. Okay. In any case, if you listen to 3, it says, oh, deep sleep. Don't believe that shit. You're going to die. Let me help you because you're going to die. All right. Sweet Carmel, you were notified this time? Hi, Angela. Hi, Grand Rising. Hi. Oh, wait. A peaceful, safe, and abundantly blessed Friday. Is this me or was this Friday kind of slow? Happy Friday, everyone. Grand Rising. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Steven. Who is doing vibrations like that? Ignorant people. But why did I bring it up? I brought it up for a reason, but now I can't remember why I brought it up. Good morning. Yes, I always mute my TV at night when I see weird globe circle on my TV. You see a weird globe, turn your TV off. That shit ain't cute. Go back through your history to find it. To find what? What is the best megahertz for healing? I think that I literally, oh, that's what I was going to say. I think I said it. They all must add whatever numbers you see. They must add up to 369. 528 hertz. Possible the government or platform. Very true. Very well could be government placed. Who's taking the red and blue pill? That could be very true. Come on, Bertha, Edna. I don't tell lies. If you are Bertha, you are Edna, I know your age bracket. If you are Maricel, you young. Hi, Marcella. No notification. I just switched through your lives. Thank you, sweetie. I see what you're saying. All right. I don't know how we got there with the hurts and stuff. How did we get there? I don't know if I really care, but it was important. So, I do have something to show you guys of audio. Oh my God, my people are the best. Let me just get there. Hello? Hello? Let me see. Okay, that's true about age brackets. I notice most female names that end with ah are typically within mine. What? I never realized that. You know, we have a song out here, Sheena, and it says, if your name ends in the A, bend right over. So apparently, it's very popular for the age bracket to have a name that ends in the A. And I could never bend over because my name's Tracy. But it was really funny. So I would just bend over anyway because I just like the bending over part. Bend right over. All right. It's a Caribbean song, and I love this Caribbean song. I die for it. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll give you the name of it. Bend right over. If your name begins with an A. Oh, it's called The List. Bend right over by Pumpa. Pumpa. It's called the A List. So funny. but so hot. The wait, the A list. So funny. If your name ends in an A, bend right over, and then you just start to. I always want to bend over, but I'm like the Edna groups. If I bend over, it looks weird. Yeah. All right. Oh, Bree says, hope all is well. Yes. Yolanda says, Miss Tracy, thank you for your kindness. I'm moving next week. What? Yes, Yolanda. Yes. Lafayette, Indiana. What? You are quite welcome. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with bending over, says Bree. I'm telling you. There's nothing wrong with it, especially when you can work it. Bend right over. Nothing at all. Why am I bending? Oh my God. Sweets Carmel is like, why am I bending over? Bend right over. Because you deserve to bend over. Because they didn't grant us the ability to be that way. They wouldn't let us bend over. In my day, they were still talking about prayer cloths. Silliness. All right. So I've got let me see. Is this on? Yes. I've got a couple of things. I'm still on my Amanda kick because I can't get through 3 hours of Club Shay. I can't. I can't. The ugliness that I think after a while he has come around in the interview to recognize that putting her down was not going to be in his best interest. I think that's what I've been noticing, but I still haven't gotten through the part where she lays into him. So, whatever. Until I get there, this is going to be Amanda part 1, part 2, part 3. I think this is Amanda part 3. So, let me get over to my history. I don't know why I brought up the hearse this morning, but I brought it up for a reason, so let's stick with that. Listen up, guys. This is, wouldn't let us bend over, always policing women's behavior. Yep. So mean. So mean. Sometimes I just want to be a girl. If I was in Hawaii, I could shake that boo thing. Fuck it. If I was straight from Africa, I could shake that boo thing. This slave shit, this ruined us. Okay, guys. Settle in. Settle in. It is now time for class. This is my bell. I love bells. This is a pure silver bell, although it doesn't look like it. I love bells. I can't find my bells though. Oh, I braided my hair and that was a mistake. And I'm hot as hell. Oh, I do have water here. Oh, yay. Whew. Okay. Let's listen to Amanda for a minute. Let's see. Amanda. Amanda Seals. Amanda. Oh, let's take the bend right over from Amanda. She don't need that. She don't need that. I'm sure she can bend over very well. All righty. There you go. No, don't leave me.
The therapy helped you.
Yes. But even still, it's like understanding the rules and like, then you are who you are. Like that ends up being in conflict with each other so often. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you understand the rules, but you're like, in order for me to like play this game, I gotta like do a whole renovation of self. That's not gonna be an upgrade. It's just me really just trying to mask to become palatable to you.
But don't you think realistically, there are a lot more people that dress in Halloween costumes year round as opposed to just on that day?
I do not want to be those people. And those are not the people that change the world. And that's what I'm here to do.
Yes.
And I literally went and got my master's because Rich Bova on the campus of Purchase College stopped me and held my hand because he was a psychic. And he would always do readings for people. And he just held my hand and was like, well, you got to go get your master's. And I was like, God, I thought I was done with this. And he was like, no, you got to go get your master's because you're going to change the world and you're going to need it to do it.
You believe in psychics?
I believe in a lot.
Oh, my goodness.
How can you not believe in psychics and believe in God?
No, you're no psychic.
What do you, wait, let's take
No, we're not, no.
Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment.
Yes.
If you believe in God, then you believe in a spiritual power that is greater than all of us. You also believe that there are people who are able to access that in ways that others cannot. Do you not? That's what our pastors do. That's what people who are Catholics believe priests are doing. And for all intents and purposes, when we pray, we are attempting to contact that power. We are attempting to, just let me finish. We are attempting to tap in to that power, to tap into that energy and bring it to us as we are continuing to bring it to them. Now, when we vilify the idea of psychics or witches, etc., a lot of times what's mixed into that is shit that ain't got nothing to do with actual connection to spirit. There are people who are operating in dark spaces and dark places, but there are people who are tapped in that just have different names. And so the idea of a psychic, like I'm not calling him a psychic. A medium, or somebody who is literally just more connected. I am very connected to, like, I'm empathic. I can feel. I'm very connected to just nature, to the vibration of things because I want to be, but also because I'm an artist, right? Like I can make something from nothing. Like there's something that is really unique in that ability to do so. So when I'm talking about someone who is able to read you, it's not like it's not that they're dealing with dark magic. It's that they are able to see their prophets. So it's just language. But as long as it's done in love, it's all coming from the same place.
I like the part when she said, if you're acting a certain type of way, I don't want to be a part of that group because I came here to change the world. So she is one of us. I think what's disappointing, and I'm going to stick to this, Amanda, is that it's my understanding as I was leaving my show yesterday, that beautiful baby O said you absolutely campaigned to be on his show. Disappointing. Because you're one of us. And if you would have saw the Cat Williams episodic, then you would have known how dumb Club Shay was. And that was never your mix of people. Ever. Because Cat made him look dumb. So, by campaigning, the one thing I noticed after Cat Williams, in the video of Cat Williams, he said, I'm done. Nobody's going to want to be on my show after this. What he meant was there weren't going to be any men that wanted to come on his show after this, except maybe to clear up their stupid name, which I think Kevin Hart did do that. How many women have been on Club Shay? Does anybody know? Has anybody been watching his stupid show? Brittany Renner, Gorilla, Monique. I'm just looking for the women. How many women? Looks like Gorilla was there. Monique was there. We know that recently. But he doesn't seem to have Monique on his website, which I think is kind of weird. His Cat Williams, he goes straight from Cat Williams to Gorilla. Is that Gorilla? Is that a girl? That's interesting. He doesn't have Monique here. Huh. That kind of doesn't surprise me. I'm showing his IG. His IG is called Club Shay. How you doing? Um, huh. Why isn't Monique part of his pictorial here? Just checking. Because IG is always about a chronological detail. You can't switch IG around. Interesting. Huh. That says a lot. Because I'm always trying to prove. Oh, here goes Monique, way down at the bottom. How? How did that happen? Did he take this a long time ago? February 7th. February 7th. All right. Monique is here. Oh, Monique is here. Oh, I was about to get pissed. All right. But very few women on the show. You know who he could have had on the show, as a matter of fact? Who's that one that does the Breakfast Club? He should invite her on the show, but then again, she'll just eat him alive. He's not good for powerful women. I'm thinking. I mean, I'm just looking at the interviews that he's had out with women. I think he's more of a male camaraderie. I think Club Shay was about cigarettes and liquor, right? I wonder why Amanda wants to be on Shannon's show when she has her own platform. It's so weird. It's so weird. Wait, what's FNP? Wait. Oh, oh, nurse practitioner? You just received an acceptance letter for nurse practitioner? What do you mean this made me think about that? I'm so confused. Jess would have been great on the show. And he should have had her on just before she started her I keep saying BET, Breakfast Club. Ooh, congratulations. What does the F stand for? Oh, that's how I got on the frequency resonance thing. Okay. So last night I was watching, I'm pretty sure I was watching this show called Location. And it's about British people looking for homes in London. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing I was watching. And then I passed out. I like to watch boring shows that make me go to sleep. But I like location. Like, it makes me happy. Boring is good for me. So I just go to sleep. Family nurse practitioner. Her needing to get her master's. Wait, I just received my acceptance letter for FNP school. This made me think about that. Oh, with Amanda needing to get her master's, that's what made you think about your acceptance letter for FNP school. Congratulations. That is amazing. Like, congratulations. And I'm going to tell you what I tell most of my nurses who are in school. There could be a lot of things that could deter you from finishing. Remember God. Remember, if something deteriorates, let it. It is not your authority to fix anything except to get your education. Period. Beautiful baby. Oh, yes. Oh, Jess was on the show. Oh, look at you guys helping to educate me. Thank you so much, because I feel like she should have been on the show. Did she get the numbers and views like Kat? Or are you? No. Beautiful baby O is saying, and you're right, Amanda went on the show for the worst reasons ever. She went on the show for clickbait. And you're absolutely right. Because no medical physical person, no, metaphysical person would have consciously, with the right discernment, had ever been on his show. So, as gifted as I do believe Amanda is, this was not the right reasons to go on. Oh, that feels good. Ooh, when your hands get dry and ashy and you put some cream on it, especially when they washed and clean, I love it. Hi, Angelic Ray. Oh, wow, that is what is making me pause about doing it. Do whatever it takes, sweetie. And I don't care if your roof caves in. Finish. From the comments, Amanda seems to get a lot of support and understanding from people in the comments on her platform and Club Shay Shay. No, I'm so happy. But I'm still going to point things out that in the future, never do. Never do. I'm happy she's getting support. She should get support because he tried to fuck her over. Period. All right. I was going to play something, but I'm going to wait till somebody leaves. Oh, I am so exhausted, guys. In a good way. I'm exhausted in a way where all of my body is calm and at ease and not worried about a daggone thing. Whew. All right. They are not coming out their car, so let me just play the next segment. And this guy is called Evan Carmichael. I didn't take a picture of him. Should I take a picture of him and send it over? Let me take a picture of him. This is the guy that when I let my TV run, not my TV, my YouTube run, is it Evan Carmichael? Came on, and it's a 3-hour show, and I just let it play out. That's not the right Evan Carmichael. Seems to be a lot of Evan Carmichaels in the world. Wait, Evan Carmichael. This Evan Carmichael is old. I don't think this is the same Evan Carmichael. Am I crazy? I mean, he's old like Evan Carmichael, but this one is really old. And when I say old, I mean old like in my age bracket. So Evan Carmichael, control fist. Evan Carmichael. Here he is. This powerful, control this powerful, invisible, blah, 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 blah. I just wanted some images of him, but I keep getting the wrong Evan Carmichael in terms of the image. So I'm not going to show an image because I don't want to mistake the wrong Carmichael. Because this one is young, and sometimes I don't know what the youth is doing because they're crazy. Maybe I could do it this way. Evan Carmichael. This is what he looks like on YouTube. Save photo. Let me go back here. The industry seems to feel the interview paint to her in the same light they see her in, and bright. I don't understand. Add to it. Sounds okay now. A beautiful baby O, add to it. The industry seem to feel the interview paint to her in the same light they see her in. And then you go and bright. Yeah. So are you saying that the interview didn't help? I don't know. I don't get I'm not getting it. Let me know what you think. And bright, sweet peace? I don't get it. All right. But I want you guys to listen to this one here. He said some great thing. Okay, so I was listening to location, and then I went to sleep. When I woke up, this guy, Evan Carmichael, was playing. He was playing for 3 hours. I was too tired to turn over and turn off my YouTube. But I also know that when something is in my ear, there's a reason for it. So it played for damn near 3 hours. And I would wake up, hear him, didn't really bother. Anything he was saying didn't hurt my feelings or didn't make me feel some kind of way metaphysically. So I just went back to sleep, right? I could tell that what he was saying was safe, right? And then finally I woke up, but I did not sit up. So I like to luxuriate getting up. I don't jump up out of bed. I don't let an alarm clock shock me out of my sleep. No, I don't even use alarm clocks anymore. because my body is so sensitive that I want to be at peace even at waking up. So I wake up and I just listen. And what he had to say, I think, was very, very profound at this clip. So let me play it for you. This is the guy, Evan Carmichael, but let me take this down unless beautiful baby O wants to add to something. And this is what he said, but let me find the right spot first. Oh, damn it. Oh, shoot.
And Maslow used to always say to us, the number one marker of self-actualizing people is their independence of the good opinion of other people. They're just not interested in being told what to do. I watched on my iPad, which I just got, and it had a commencement address by Steve Jobs at Stanford University. It was a 15-minute, and I just sat there, and before I meditated, I listened to what he had to say. This immensely scurvy elephant who really, just passed away a few weeks ago, and many of his biographers now saying that he's up there with Thomas Edison and Benjamin Franklin and Alexander Graham Bell, people like that. He really changed who we are as a people and how we communicate with each other. And his advice to the whole graduating class at Stanford was, don't live somebody else's dharma. Don't listen to that inner calling. And whatever it calls you to do, listen to it. And don't pay attention to anybody telling you what's possible or what's not possible, or whatever. Just fight for it. Sage was at Mother's Day, and I don't even remember what it was that she wanted to wear or didn't want to wear, but it had something to do with dresses and skirts and slacks. And I remember that Mother's Day walking in the parking lot with Sage for 45 minutes or so, talking to her about, I know exactly how you feel and how you think. I said, but there's a lot of people who think that you should maybe wear something nice. It's Mother's Day and it's a restaurant. I said, but you don't have to go back in there. We'll go home and get something afterwards if you want. And she just give me that, I don't want to do this. And why should I be told what to wear? And I understood that. I understood it very strong. And she's still doing that. But it also serves people very, very well. This idea that I'm going to listen to that voice, and we all have it. And when we have this voice, and this voice has passion associated with it, that is when you feel a strong passion towards what it is that you want to become, what you want to create, the kind of person that you intend to be, when you have that within you, it doesn't make any difference whether anybody else understands it or gets along with it. You don't even try to talk to anybody else about it. You just listen to it, and you become a disturbing element. You become a scurvy elephant in the world. And it's the only way you'll ever feel fulfilled. You won't get it by fitting in. So you have to listen to your soul. And your soul is that invisibleness. And your soul is not finite. Therefore, everything up to here is finite. Everything that I spoke about, filling out the forms, fitting in, being a good citizen, doing all the right things, all these things, which I applaud, which are all fine, but they only take you, you end up living a half-lived life.
Yes.
Herman Melville, I spoke about him this morning when I spoke to the writers group here. His writing was so profound and so beautiful, and he had this one line from Moby Dick, which is really not the story about a man chasing a whale. It's a story of a person who has an obsession, and that whale is a symbol of I must achieve it. I read a really great book this summer. Every one of my kids have read it. It's called Unbroken by Laura Hillerbrand. And I recommend that you read it, and wherever this is going around the world, get a copy of it. It's the story of Louis Zamperini, who survived on a raft across the ocean and was taken to a Japanese prisoner of war camp, and on and on and on, and survived against all odds. And then at the end was able to go back and forgive. I mean, it's just a powerful, beautiful, spiritual experience. And and Ahab was pursuing his own inner voice that just couldn't be stilled. And this is how Melville spoke, because I live on an island in the middle of the Pacific, Maui, where I invite you to come in January to listen to the whales. Go on a whale watch with me, and if you like what I'm speaking about here tonight, we do 2 or 3 days on it in January. Here's Melville. He said, "For as this appalling ocean surrounds the verdant land, so in the soul of man lies one insular Tahiti, full of peace and joy, but encompassed by all of the horrors of the half-lived life." The half-lived life is the life that gets you to ordinary, to filling out the forms, and then stopping. The self-actualized life starts at ordinary and listens to its soul, which you can't find, but you know is there. And there are some that doubt that it's there. I had a friend who's a neurosurgeon over in Maui, and he was saying, you know, you talk about this soul thing a lot. He said, I've poked around in a lot of human brains, and I've never seen a soul or anything resembling a soul. And I asked him, I said, Chuck, I said, while you're in there poking around, have you ever seen a thought? Well, no, of course not. I said, do you think there are thoughts? That such a thing as a thought exists? You can't see it, you can't touch it, you can't. The fact is that virtually everything that exists is metaphysical, beyond the physical. It's very limited, our physical world, and it's not even real by Muktananda standards, because it's always changing. The body that you came into this room with will be a different, you'll leave in a different body. There's something called you that just keeps occupying more and more and more new bodies until ultimately it just sheds it all together. The great Irish poet William Butler Yeats said, an aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat upon a stick. What an image. Unless soul claps its hands and sings, and louder sings, for every tatter in its mortal dress. We're just tattered coats on a stick, unless we have a soul. And when we have a soul, the soul says, don't fence me in. The soul says, don't tell me what to be. Don't tell me what I can't do. Don't you dare impose upon me who you are and what you think I should be. That's your soul. And all of you have this, because this body of yours is just an illusion. It's just a very temporary parenthesis in eternity, isn't it?
So that brings me to another point, but I want to go back a little bit. So 345, 343.
Even a different body. There's something called you that just keeps occupying more and more and more new bodies until ultimately it just sheds it all together. The great Irish poet William Butler Yeats said, an aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat upon a stick. What an image. Unless soul claps its hands and sings, and louder sings, for every tatter in its mortal dress. We're just tattered coats on a stick, unless we have a soul. And when we have a soul, the soul says, don't fence me in. The soul says, don't tell me what to be. Don't tell me what I can't do. Don't you dare impose upon me who you are and what you think I should be. That's your soul. And all of you have this, because this body of yours is just an illusion.
So that brings me to a really good point about people trying to identify you the way you want them to be, the way they want you to be identified. Yesterday, I said that Club Shay, who names their club Club Shay, and he's probably just on Zoom. Hold on. Can I have the link? Some peeps wanna come. Be there. How you gonna advertise and not show the link? My child, which I'm so glad to have in my life. So I said yesterday, oh, Club Shay, sounds like it's a girly name for a club. Sticking by it. I'm not changing that. And then I said, because I was mad at him for disrespecting Amanda. And I was mad at him based upon what I believe he could have done much better. In that way, that there's a personal thing going on with him. I feel like if you're hiding yourself, and I said, he's wearing girls' underwears. If you're hiding yourself, you can't go with an Amanda type. You can't. You can go with the boys, because now we know that all of hip hop and others, communities, football included, that there is just a lot of closeted gays. And I think if you don't give yourself the right for your soul to be much more, you can't go against an Amanda Seales. So no, I think he should have just declined the offer to Amanda, because I think he should have known this would have been above him. But instead, he took her on to denigrate her. And Amanda, I'm pissed at you, because the whole idea about believing in psychics is to get there and to have discernment. And don't worry about your pastors. I'm not talking about swallowed up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everyday people. And knowing your everyday people and that their souls can't match with you. So if you wanted clickbait, you got it. But shame on the ideology that Club Shay was the place to be. And then Amanda said something else that I also didn't like, because she said something about wanting to go on a fishing hook thing, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, that'll be a good show. And then she said quickly and under her breath, but real quickly, she goes, and you produce it. No, Amanda, you do not want him to produce that because you will be seen being made fun of. So, yesterday I talked about Club Shay, how I thought that was a girly name, sticking by it. And then I said something about him wearing underwears, girly underwears. And I was like, come on, you guys know. He wears girly underwears. I'm not sure how much that is different than Wendy Williams when she says something and then she goes, how you doing? With the impression that she's going, oh, you know what that means. So I got a text message yesterday in the middle of my feed. And this guy goes, so now you're showing that you're a homophobe. Okay. How dare you attack someone's sexuality because they may not like someone or may have a disdain for someone's personality? That was my point. My point was a disdain he had for Amanda, and you're closeted, Club Shay Shay. You act closeted. So you have disdain for Amanda because she is showing up in her power. But it gets better. He goes, you are disrespectful and you're out of control. And this is why you can't maintain healthy relationships. Mind you, he's single. Okay. And you're out of control. And this is why you can't maintain healthy relationships. And then he puts, with even your own family. Now, most of you don't know this. My group found out. Talk about my family. Oh, and there's a problem. It does not matter if I don't maintain good relationships with my family. Talk about them, and there's a problem. Okay. You can't even maintain healthy relationships with your own family. And then he puts in parentheses, your son. What? What? Okay. Why don't we stick with that? He puts, you're ugly at times, and people give you grace. I would say most everyone is ugly at times, and I give them grace. So if I get ugly because I'm having a human experience in a moment, go ahead and give me grace. So he goes, I've always stood for women, and I will always defend women. But I will not defend someone who underneath the surface doesn't like gay people. Oh my God. And then he puts, who have done nothing to you. You're right. There's not a gay to be found that has done anything to me because I wouldn't let it. Let's just start there. But second of all, I was not talking about gays who are out in the open. I'm talking about closeted gays. I'm talking about Club Shay Shay, not the gays as a totality. Unless you wear underwears, which I don't think you do. I think you're open. But unless you do, don't come for me with the BS. So then he goes, just because your son is married and has children, don't mean he's straight, babe. Okay, all right. Not to mention you have grandchildren. Oh my God. My poor 10-year-old. He's making my 10-year-old gay, which is much worse than me calling one person out, Club Shay Shay. Now my whole lineage is gay. I'd like to see how that will work out for you. And who knows? Your son or grandson might like to wear sexy panties too, like Shay Shay. I might have daughters that might be gay. Like, or can I use the word gay? Because maybe I'm a little ignorant there, but you don't just pick out the son. I might have girls that might be gay. Like, what are you talking about? There's gay in my family. You ain't got to pick on the boys. You ain't have to. Because none of us are ashamed of the gays in my family. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. You are complete trash. He goes, fuck you. And then he puts up praying hands, which was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 praying hands. And then it went PS. Oh my God, don't PS me. Every time you drive in that raggedy car, remember a gay person, meaning him, helped you get it. Actually, 2 gay people helped me get it, amongst thousands of others. It wasn't just you. You aren't the king of the gays. I had 2 gay people help me, you jackass. What a shame. And actually, I think my car's a fucking lesbian. So I responded. I responded. I was like, oh, I think he's hiding his disdain for women because he's secretly gay. I'm like, I'm sorry I offended you, but it wasn't about the gays. My God, people, just don't take one thing and blow it out like all the gays. No, all the gays are not coming for you, just your dumb ass. He's not open, and he showed it. It was about him, not about you. So I go, you know what? It's the last days of the shadow period. That's why I talked about Mercury retrograde. The last week can be explosive. If you had remembered some parts of the planetary energy affects us, we could have talked about this instead. Never meant to offend you as an individual, but I stand on what I say about Club Shay Shay. He was mean to Amanda for no reason except for what he had heard about her. That's what just happened with you here. You were mean for no reason, thinking I'm talking about all the gays, thinking I'm talking about you, and I was talking about one person, Club Shay Shay. But thank you for sticking up for all the gays. I'm sure the gays would be very proud of you. Thank you very much, but fuck you too. Yes. So let's call this the Lamar effect. I think he had conversations with Lamar. Lamar needs backup. He's getting all the gays as backup. And it's like, ignorance. I don't have time for the ignorance, but absolutely. That was the first thing I said, because this guy had no reason to attack my son, my grandson. That's why nobody talks to you, because he had none of this history. I barely gave y'all the history. He had none of this history. Like, you don't even know that. Oh, I was like, oh, this is so Lamar. Oh, did you get something out of starting over again? You better get back in school if that's what you're talking about. But was the person who texted you sent by you know who? Yes, he was sent by Lamar. I'm not mentioning his name on your feed. That's okay, Angela. I will. Okay? You want the battle of the gays? Bring it on, you dummies. Bring it on. Because we're talking about a soul that has nothing to do with being gay. You are the idiots. I am talking about Club Shay. That is hiding himself. And he should not have women on the show, which I don't think it was ever intended for women. It was intended for men with cigars and liquor. And once Cat Williams came on, and Cat Williams called everybody out, and then P. Diddy with the whole Cassie thing, and now all the rappers are coming out, Stevie J. Like, Club Shay is for closeted men. I stand on that. All right. Someone is, thank you, beautiful baby. Oh, someone is bothered, sounds crazy, delusional, stalkish. Don't text my phone. Nick, don't text my phone. Seriously, if you think you are big and bad, call me. Because you're going to lose the argument. I don't want to have a one sided argument. I don't want my peeps to be on my side. This could have been private. Why is he even watching to know what the hell is going on over here? I don't know, child. He lurks, talking about Lamar, he lurks and stalks Tracy's YouTube live shows, which shows he's still bothered. That's psychological, and I can't help his psyche. The bottom line with Lamar, since we have to go there again, is we could have resolved this over the phone. He never once wanted to resolve this over the phone. Never once. So he came in group and tricked the moderator into some bullshit and thought he was going to take me down in group and thought that he was going to have camaraderie. Because I just found out recently group begins at 5. So he was that day, he was probably there early to get sympathy from everybody. And then by the time I walked in at 7, he was ready for me. But he didn't know me. And I ripped into his ass. And I told him where to go with everything. And I was like, and then he was like, in group, he was like, look how outrageous she is. And I was like, motherfucker, you're right, I'm outrageous. I went off on him. Off. He is a young kid, but something's wrong because he won't stop. Thank you, Seashells. What a cute name. Miss Tracy, you stand up and fight back. The nerve of these people. What God has blessed, no man can curse. Do you know how much deposits I put into the world? Think about it, everyone. I deposit constantly into the world. One little scatterwag cannot take me down, magically or otherwise. You can make others crazy. You can make others hate me. And I continue. Unhinged. Before you all's falling out, I used to follow him on YouTube. Unsubscribe because there were groups of men bashing women in his chat. The only way that happens if that's who he is and allows it. So I left. Yeah. Leave. Oh, guys, 11/11. If that ain't a sign. 11/11. Everybody make a wish and always include good health in your wishes and then add a second one. In any case, I sent this text message to one of my friends, and one of my friends was like, did that come from Lamar? And I was like, girl, it sounds exactly like him. It sounds exactly like him. So, yeah. Yep. Where's X? I can never find X. Save photo. Where's X? X doesn't show up on my phone. All right. Whew, child, I am good. Aw, thank you, Norma. Oh, she's so sweet. I love her. Call you, yes, for your own personal reading. Yes, call me for your own personal reading. And gays, treat me like you would treat Wendy Williams. Nothing's ever going to be that serious. Be proud, be open, closeted gays, find your way out. Find your way out. It is so freeing. Oh, I was going to do something, but now I can't remember. All right, guys. Oh, here. 213-458-7408 to call me for a reading. Oh, I know what I was going to do now. I got to send my quote to someone, my price list. Copy. That's what I was doing. I am very, very responsible. Um, and if I make a mistake, let me know that it was a mistake. Don't be like, oh, I hate Tracy. Like, come on. When y'all do that, you have such personal issues. It's never going to be about me. Never. I had a client that came back to me like after 2 years, and she was so cute, and she told me her name, and she goes, and I was like, I don't remember. And she goes, Tracy, I came to visit you. And I said, okay. And she said, it was around the time your friend had died. And I was like, Rose? But I'm thinking Rose was 12 years ago. And she goes, no, your guy friend. And I was like, Fletcher? And then it all came back to me. And she goes, yes. She goes, I said, wait a minute. Didn't you yell at me? And she goes, no, you yelled at me. And I said, I did? And she goes, yes. She said, your friend had just died. And I said, stop working. Give yourself a break. And you went off on me. And I was like, oh my God, I remember that. And I said, I am so sorry. I was not okay. Losing this friend was the worst thing that could ever happen to me. But at the same time, I couldn't imagine not working because people always need me, but I don't always get helped by others. And so, because I have the mindset of working to help others, not working so the job could kill me, I don't do a 9 to 5, but working to help others, I couldn't imagine taking time off to grieve. And I should have. And I said, I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, I completely understand. I'm Leo, you're Leo. I knew that maybe I should just pull out. I I still watch you. Like, don't worry. It was nothing. There's always a way to repair your friendships, unless you kill the soul. Kill the soul of a Leo, you could need blood, and I ain't got it to give. But talk to me and be like, what the hell was that? Or sometimes even in the feed, somebody will say something. I'll be like, what the fuck is that? Why you do that shit? Why you say it? And then the person in the feed would be like, I was talking about this. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Rosanna, Dana, sorry. This person, Lamar, is unhinged. He's unhinged. And at this stage of the game, he can only worry about me. And I've moved on. So if anybody wants to get on his bandwagon and think y'all can come for me, good luck. Good luck. Don't try me. I'm not going to do nothing to you. Because it's already being done. Oh, okay. Moving on. Hi, Sylvester and everyone. Hi, sweetie. Very unhinged. But thank you, everyone. Someone is bothered. Sounds crazy, delusional, stalkish. Oh my God. All right, guys. I love you all. Oh, Red Bunny, I don't do rappers. I don't do rappers. I can see things in rapper life. I don't do rappers. That's the one thing that is known by me. I do not do rappers. And as far as DJ Fannie Wills, I don't care. I don't care. If you didn't see that Fannie won her last case, Fannie got some tricks up her sleeve. So I don't want to read on Fannie anymore. She won the last time. Anything else comes up, she's going to win that. Whatever. All right. You guys are good? Is everybody good? Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support. Thank you for loving me as is, as I love you as is. All right. What time is it? 11:20. Wait. It's 11:20 Eastern? Oh. Oh, I didn't know what time I started. Oh, I got to start early. Okay. Can I commit to something? Please, God, let me commit to this. Okay. Talk to God. Okay. Oh. I want to start work at 8:30. 8:30. 8:30. 8:30, I say. 8:30. Please help me to find the strength to start at 8:30. By the way, the May horoscopes are up. The last ones to be read are the fire signs, and I will read them tonight. Take a look at the horoscope, and if anything resonates and you want to talk some more about anything that I said, contact me. All right? I love you guys. And I'm still looking for my peppermint oil. I think what I'm going to have to do is order it. Ugh. Life should not be this hard. So, it should not be this hard. None of it should be this hard. We're talking about peppermint oil. Oh my God. Okay. Hopefully by next Wednesday, I can send the shipments out. It's ridiculous. I love you guys. I love you. Take it easy. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live. Go to Tracey Brown Live.